Alright, so hopefully you can hear me okay. What I've got here is my arm robot that I'd like to go ahead and start the movement for you while I explain a little bit about the project. So, I originally had the plan of inputting alphanumeric characters and having the robot trace those alphanumeric characters with the end effector to essentially draw those characters dynamically. I soon realized that that wasn't really going to be possible with the tools that I had available to me within RoboIgnite Academy, so I had to get a little bit creative. I was originally trying to use the Erie Wham robot. Many of the packages for Erie Wham were provided directly by Erie Wham and were either proprietary or I was unable to install them on the RoboIgnite Academy workspace. So I turned to a different robot here, the CIA10F, which was a URDF that was provided by RoboIgnite Academy. I was able to modify that URDF and create a Zacro file to load this robot into the workspace. Down here we can see my robot description package. Here I again loaded it into the workspace, and then I utilized a package called MoveIt along with RViz here to program some trajectories that show the entire joint space movement of the robot, that show the capabilities of where it can move within the joint space, and it relatively translates to this 2D sort of Cartesian plane in front of us here. The goal is to eventually add functionality to trace different characters and alphanumeric characters along that 2D plane, but for now the inverse kinematics solvers that were provided for the robots weren't quite able to calculate those values. By setting different plans for the group here of the arm within MoveIt, I was able to assign different locations within the trajectory or within the joint space for the robot to move to still display some of the functionality that it would use if tracing those characters, if tracing alphanumeric characters. So again, here we have our robot description package that creates the robot itself, the MoveIt config package with its launch files and its config files for the different movements. I also had to create a controllers.yaml file to link the gazebo simulation that we're seeing here with the RViz simulation that's created with the robot URDF. Then we have some motion scripts that move the robot. Our planning script here is the one that goes through our different named target trajectories that we want to achieve with the robot arm and the end effector. Aside from that, that's really about it. Like I said, in the future it'd be nice to add some functionality to dynamically control the robot to receive input of text and trace those. But for right now, with the tools that I have available, this is the functionality that I could achieve that was as close to the goal as possible. And hopefully you can hear me okay, hopefully this looks alright, and thanks for listening.